On the day my boyfriend and I were supposed to register our marriage, he ghosted me. When I got home, I found his marriage certificate with his assistant sitting on my desk. The registration date, today. On the day we were supposed to register our marriage, my boyfriend said he was busy and bailed on me again. When I got home, however, I found his marriage certificate with his assistant on my desk. The registration date was today. I smiled, placed the certificate on my desk, and decisively ended things with him. The next moment his call came through. His tone was impatient as he grumbled. "Penny, what's with the drama? You are an adult. Stop playing these games." Just as I was about to respond, I heard his assistant sobbing on the other end. "Eric, did Penny misunderstand us? You should go home." "I'll be fine by myself. Don't worry about her," he said soothingly. "She's always pulling this nonsense. It's exhausting. Right now, you are what matters most." Arrow his reassuring words to her. I hung up and completely gave up on him as I was packing up and preparing to move my boyfriend. Eric Eland walked in, ushering his assistant Aberpo with him. "I'm just passed out from low blood sugar," Eric said, his eyes fixed on Apper, his face full of concern. Without even lifting his head, he gave me a command. I glanced up, but instead of rushing to greet him as I used to, I continued what I was doing. When Eric noticed I didn't respond, he furrowed his brow and looked up at me. "Penny, do you not understand what?" His gaze fell on my movements, and he froze for a moment. With a darkened expression, he quickly walked over to me. "Penny, you are packing your bags. Are you seriously planning to break up with me?" I didn't stop what I was doing, speaking lazily. "Why would I pretend to break up with you?" "What attack?" Eric was caught off guard by my indifferent tone, his cold eyes locking onto mine. "What's wrong?" I curled my lips into a half smile and quickly glanced at Appy before sarcastically adding, "See, you brought your wife home. It's only natural that I make room for her." "I don't understand." Eric's anxiety became visible and his gaze began to shift uncomfortably. I scoffed and threw the marriage certificate in his face. "Eric, are you serious? You can do things but not own up to them." His eyes widened in panic when he saw the marriage certificate. He growled, his voice full of anger. "Penny, what trick are you playing? Where did you get this?" I stared at him, a hollow smile on my face, and said nothing in the awkward silence. Abby's voice cracked with tears. "Eric, I sent it to the wrong address. I didn't mean for you and Penny to fight over it. It's all my fault." She started to sob. "Kayla, you didn't do anything wrong." Eric's demeanor shifted instantly and he walked toward her with overwhelming tenderness, guiding her carefully into the room. He looked back at me. "Since you know now, I won't hide it from you. Epaf was recently diagnosed with terminal stomach cancer. She doesn't have much time left and her last wish is to marry me. You know Abiek has been by my side since graduation, always helping me out. She's not just my assistant, she's my friend. I can't just stand by and do nothing when she's in need. When I go, we'll get our marriage certificate later, Penny, you understand, right?" Eric's eyes were full of hope as he looked at me. I turned away uninterested and replied coldly, "She's your assistant and friend, but she's also your wife now. You should be discussing things with her, not me. I don't have anything to offer in this situation." Seeing my firm attitude, Eric's brows furrowed again. "Penny, is this really how you are going to be? Do you have no compassion? I've told you I'll marry you. What's the difference if it's sooner or later? Af's sick and you are going to treat her like this?" I stopped what I was doing, lifting my gaze to the pair standing side by side. Their synchronized act was almost comical. I suddenly burst into laughter. It would be a lie if I said it didn't sting when I saw the former love of my life being so tender and caring toward another woman, but our relationship was already tainted. I didn't want to be involved any longer. "Fine, I am cold-hearted. I'll leave right now so I won't be in your way." I nodded and quickly grabbed my suitcase, heading for the door. As I